Alex Carell is one of over 70,000 Google Career Certificate graduates.
The Google Career Certificate program completely changed the trajectory of my life. I've always been interested in computers, but I never thought I could turn this into a career. Anytime I got a little break, I just pop open the course on my phone. That allowed me to have that path into a career that I'm passionate about.
Train online for in-demand jobs in IT, UX design, data analytics, project management, and more. Visit grow.google/certificates.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Spooked. The Scary Story Improvised Podcast. I'm Damian Depping.
I'm Cody Crane.
Hey, pal, wearing your Gusher shirt, fruit flavor.
Oh, yeah. I guess all the listeners wouldn't know that.
Well, I wanted them to know.
Yeah. Well, tell them it's tie-dye. Tell them about how tie-dye it is.
All right, folks, listen. He was wearing a tie-dye shirt that says Fruit Gushers, fruit-flavored snacks. Just like the snack you knew from your childhood dreams. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like I went out today in a shirt. Like, my mom bought it for me, and I was like, I don't know about this. I don't want to really go out in this. I think I'll just wear it around the house. But today I did wear it, and I had like my jacket open, and I just looked in like the reflection, and there's something about like a tie-dye shirt and just like the way my hair was just long. I looked like an insane person.
Well, you got that like that Rupert vibe.
Yeah, Rupert from Survivor. Yeah, I looked like I had been lost in the woods for quite some time.
Like you'd be like the nicest person, but you'd also just fight anybody at any chance you get.
Yeah, it just wasn't. People look scared of me.
Yeah, they're like, sir, you cut in front of me in line. You're like, I'll clobber him.
Yeah.
Did you clobber anyone today?
No clobbering.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know Christmas time at the mall can be a hectic time. I know you're waiting in line to get your toys, your precious toys that you love to gamble on. And I know that sometimes it can be tough and you want to make sure you get one of the fancy exclusive boys.
Well, yeah. I mean, for the listeners that are American, they might not know about the Eaton Center and how hectic and terrible it is this time of year.
I'm sure the Americans know what malls are like.
I guess theirs are probably worse. Yeah.
You could just say you're at the mall and they'd be like, oh, I know what a mall is.
No, but the Eaton Center is its own beast. I mean, you walk in there and it's emotionally exhausting immediately. You just feel the energy of everyone inside of this place.
Right.
And it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah. I mean, that's just malls, I think, in a busy place.
Maybe. I guess so. I mean,
You spent a lot of time in the Eaton Center.
That's I'm from a small town. They didn't have big malls like that.
Well, that's fair.
So for all the small town folks out there, the Eaton Center is a crazy hectic place.
If you small town bumpkins ever get the chance, get up on your horse and buggy and come to the big city. Come check it out. You'll be blown away. But remember, don't get the mall Chinese food. It always disappoints you.
You always make that mistake.
It tricks me. I think, oh, this is going to be good. And then it's not.
It looks so good.
It does.
And there's so much variety.
But there's just something that you get halfway through and then you just feel like garbage every time.
Yeah. Well, was it worth it along the way?
No.
Oh.
I won't be fooled again.
Well, it's not all about you feeling like shit, Damian, or your busy malls. It's about our guest today. Because we got writer, actor, comedian. We got Dale Boyer here.
Hello. Oh my gosh. Hello.
How are you?
Oh man, I'm all right. You know, it's sunny out, but not cold.
Yeah.
And like in the winter, that's the dream. If you can get sunny, but not freezing cold, really cold, then you're okay.
It's the perfect walking weather, which I'm sure you're glad that we made you stay inside for it.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm talking about it like as if I've been in it. I haven't. I've been in this room the whole day.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's the promise of going into it. That's special.
That's my favorite part about living in the city. It's knowing that if at any point I wanted to go outside, I could do something, but never actually having to do that thing.
Yeah, like I have all these friends that live like out of town, like all these people that moved. All my friends moved during COVID and everything. They're like, let's get out of here. And I'm like, okay, you ding dongs, I'm going to stay in town because I like coffees and I like going for walks. I don't do it.
Yeah. But
I want to be close to it. I want the choice.
If you ever felt the need to, it's there. And that's the best part about it.
Yeah.
For
Like
the
there could be a festival happening. I'm not going to it.
But I could talk about it.
I could.
for the folks at home that don't know, Dale, let's talk a little bit about you, though. Because you are a Canadian Comedy Award nominee, a Dora Award nominee, Second City Main Stage 4 times. Was it more than 4?
It was 4
It
times.
was exactly 4 times.
4-time main stage, yeah. And I actually won a Canadian Comedy Award. I actually won one.
Oh, this guy's got his research off. Listen,
Oh
bud,
man.
you're fired.
Yeah,
You're done, bud.
this is my only job on the podcast, and
I don't actually have the award though. It got stolen at the after party.
Really?
So I don't have the award.
Doesn't
But-
count then. So back to nominee.
I have my husband's award. I just look at that and think we have 2 of these, but it wouldn't fit, just one.
I mean, it's kind of crummy that they won't like make you a new one if you say like, "Hey, it got damaged in a move," and then like,
I could have asked for one, but they would have charged me for it, and they're like $400.
Oh,
no, thank
Yeah,
you, not
that's-
worth it.
that's the thing, though. Like a physical award in Canada is so rare that if you have the chance to steal it, you better do it.
That's true.
Yeah, it got stolen. It got stolen real good. And then
No,
all my other
no
all
one
my
would
other
know.
awards are just like on paper. Like I have like printed paper awards.
I feel like
I
with
want I got like a Broadway World Award. I won a bunch of those. And it was like, congratulations. It was like an email.
I guess this goes on resume.
I put it on stuff.
it's like a
I don't-
picture of an Oscar, and they say to print it out.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So I have like 3 of those, and I'm like, well, okay, all right. I tell people I have it, but I can't show it to you.
What? Also, I mean, I don't know what the record for as many times as on main stage is, but 4 is a pretty high number to be.
Yeah,
doing
it's a
that.
lot. 4 is a lot, Should I have left after 3? Maybe. Let's just have real talk. It's been 10 years since I've been there, so
Yep.
I really wanted to work with my director for the 4th, the director that was coming in on the 4th show. It's a special place. I had total adrenal fatigue and like a vitamin D deficiency when I left. So it was like, it's time to go. But I was happy to leave on my own decision, I suppose, is what they
Yeah.
say. Yeah. So I left on my own, and then it was a beautiful, wonderful place, and I really loved it. And I'm happy that it's going through the growth that it's going through now. And I really, really hope that it has a beautiful rebirth here in Toronto.
Yeah.
These are my hopes for
Yeah.
Second City. Yeah.
But I mean, and you were doing like Tourco on top of that for a long time too, right?
Yeah, I did Tourco for 2 years, and I did this like big tour that they did on this like big Rockstar bus, like Jan Arden's Rockstar bus. So the bus, and we had this like roadie guy who drove it around. I feel like these were like the real heydays of like touring, where you went
Right.
literally through the Rocky Mountains in a bus and you slept on it, and that's what I did that for 2 years. But the truth is, when I first auditioned for Second City, I was like, my husband and I actually shook hands. We dressed up really nice. Like someone told us, dress up really nice and wear really good shoes. So I was like, okay, good shoes, dressed up good, dress pants. Shook hands with my husband and said, let's get on a boat. Like we were hoping like that was the best we could do. We were like, let's get on a boat. Like let's just sail around and like go on the beach. And then we both ended up getting Tourco, and then I ended up sticking with Tourco. He ended up going and doing a bunch of musicals and things like that, and being famous and successful. And I continued and did all of those main stage shows. Yeah, that's my Second City life, y'all.
Like that has to be like because it is like so intensive too, right? Like, and to do it for that amount of time.
Yeah.
You were saying like you were drained after it, but like I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's like so many people give you advice when you get there. I think a couple pieces that stuck with me was like, oh, you won't be your best self here. I was like, shut up. I'm like a moral compass. You don't know me. And then I was like, oh no, I made some questionable choices. I don't know about that. But when I left Second City, people were like, are you going to miss it? Like what? Aren't you going to miss it? Aren't you going to love performing and all of these things? And I had really been sketched out at that point. Like I had done Shame is Right. I had traveled with my other sketch, like Shame is Right, my other sketch troupe, like all over. Like we went to Miami, Chicago, and all of these places. And then Second City, I was like, I really, really want to do sketch anymore. I'm kind of tired and done of it. so then years later, people are like, well, what do you miss? And I'm like, I miss having something to say. You know, I'm a real POV like
Right.
workhorse. Like I love that POV. I love working on a problem, solving the issue of like what do I want to say? So that I miss, but I don't miss the kind of the grind of it. It was hard. It was hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like since then too, you've done a ton of commercial, you've done a ton of like TV as well, Working Moms, of course, more recently, like Umbrella Academy as well.
Yep.
How have you like, and now you're into like casting, of course, as well. How have you felt like looking back at everything you've accomplished so far? What's been like the big standout moment to you?
Well, it's interesting. I thought, you know, when you're like in university and you're all like, I know what I'm about. I'm going to do this and that. I'm going to be an artist and an actor. And then I turn out my career is like 70 commercials, you know, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not familiar with like the commercial industry, like 70 commercials is like insane. Like it's an insane number to have done. So I never thought I'd be a commercial actor, but I really am. I can really make a product look good when I'm near it because the product looks so great and I'm so forgettable and it's kind of perfect. And I recognize that. And I'm surprised at the commercial success that I've had. And some people will turn their nose up at that. But then I'm like, because it's true. Sometimes we'll have these castings and they're like, we're bringing in like really fancy actors for this commercial. And they all just like eat it. You know, you're like, you need the commercial actors, man. You need someone who can like get this point across in like 4 seconds. Like this tide really works in 4 seconds.
I mean, that's always something that like, you know, when you're kind of going through the process of like trying to be an actor or anything like that, there's always such a snobbery around different things like that. But it's like, if you can find that lane and it works for you and you're able to have like a career with it, you've essentially done everything you need to do as an actor. Like you are doing it much more than a lot of the people who are like, I would never do that kind of thing. So
100%. And even like I have like you know, huge theater successes that I've had with like Night of the Living Dead live, for example, right? Where it's like I got to work with like George Romero. People love it. And the whole theater community is like, what's this piece of garbage? Hey, that's my piece of garbage. Zombies, and it's in black and white. Doesn't make it any less special than your whatever it is that you're doing.
I mean,
that's what it is.
I would even argue that people more often than not want something like that than they want some like really deep, like autoristic kind of intense thing. This is like most of the time people want something that's fun and they can enjoy and just, you know, watch and have a good time with, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But
yeah, there's room for both. And I don't have any space for this, like, you know, this isn't high theater, this isn't is or isn't. I'm like, please.
well,
I'm like, you try to get black blood off a wall in 3 seconds and reset a scene and come back to me and tell me about theater.
Those are the shows that you hear about, like the Night of the Living Dead, the Evil Dead, like those like blood splattering, like just fun kind of shows. And like I'm sad that I missed it because I was like, these are what I want to see, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm very good. One of the writers of Evil Dead was in my wedding party, so we're very good friends. And I don't think it's gone. It'll be back. It comes back every year. Let's be honest.
Nice.
People love getting sprayed with blood.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think that's something that like I know Cody and I both really enjoy is something like
Blood
that.
spray.
Yeah, we love a blood spray splash zone. A lot of those things that don't necessarily take themselves too seriously and have a bit of that kind of humor with it. Like we've been watching we watched the new Chucky series, and something that's very self-aware about what it is and is able to have fun with itself. There's something that's so enjoyable about that, where it's not trying to be more than it needs to be, and that's kind of what's so enjoyable about it.
Yeah, like we don't need to get into the deep like psyche of Chucky. Like we don't need. He's a doll. He comes. He tries to kill you. He likes to be a joke about it.
Yeah,
like it's good. Yeah, and it's so fun because he's killing so many Toronto actors. So that's fun.
Exactly. That genre stuff's like the dream roles to me, anyways. Right? Like,
it's the dream for me. It's the dream.
Working in casting, is it great to see all these people get murdered by a horrendous little doll?
I mean, to be honest, most of the casting that I ever work with is commercial, so there's
okay.
not a lot of murdering happening.
Mhm.
It's very rare.
I
It's
feel like
mostly,
that's-
just parents looking at their kids either lovingly or disapprovingly.
I feel it's an untapped market in the commercial world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
More murder.
How do we get this blood out of these sheets and curtains? Tide.
that
Tide
would
will
be a
do
great
it.
Tide commercial, like Michael Myers or something, and he's trying to get the stains.
I'll bet you it's been pitched and then it gets
Probably.
made. It gets
Yeah.
cast, it gets made, and then it gets to the end and someone goes, hold on, we can't. What are we can't do this. No, we can't.
Like you were saying though, like you have so much experience, especially doing like this commercial casting, since you've done,
Mhm.
like you said, over 70 like commercials. And for like the people that don't know too, that aren't in like the industry or whatever, like commercials are like how we make our money kind of thing. Like that is
Absolutely.
those
That's
are the money
absolutely true.
things. Like you make so much more off of commercials than doing like the one episode of like your favorite
Yeah.
Netflix series and stuff like
Oh,
that.
100%. Like I made easily, easily 10 times more money for a bank commercial that was connected to an NBA team than I did for being on Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, you were on Umbrella Academy?" And I'm like, "Yeah." But like really, the NBA is kind of where the money's at.
Yeah, they make big money there. Did they teach
Yeah.
you how to shoot a good three throw?
Man, all they did was teach me how to sit next to the thing that they were trying to sell, which thankfully I'm well versed at doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that's good. That's good.
yeah, so that was it. And I should say, as far as the casting is concerned, all I do is I help direct actors to get the performances that they're looking for. I don't have a say in like picking anybody or
Mhm.
anything like that. I'm always just the one who's like, stay open to camera.
Yeah.
These are your lines.
Yeah. Just a little like
Yeah, because if I was
performance-based
casting everything, they'd just be the quirkiest, craziest commercials.
thing. And I think that we need more of that.
Just me with my long hair frizzed out and tie-dye
Yeah.
shirt. Oh.
You want a bowl of Cheerios?
Yeah, I'd be like, this guy knows fruit gushers. Let's get it. Let's do
Give
it.
in a shirt.
Just fruit. goo
Tie
in
dye
his
is very
beard.
in though.
Is it really?
Like tie dye's where it's at right now. You don't know. Tie dye is like the number one. It's 2021. It's tie dye.
I guess everything's got to make a comeback, and with people being stuck at home, they were doing their little projects, like macrame, tie dye.
I'll have to call my mom after this and thank her for getting me back in style.
That's There's one thing we've always said about you, bud.
It's great.
King of style.
To talk about podcasting though too, because you are also a part of the Sonar Network as well, from a retired series at this point, but Live from the Center, which was a web series before that, as well as a podcast, an amazing podcast too for the season it went. And so how did that whole thing get started with the web series initially?
Well, it was interesting. I worked with Chris Earl, who's a director at Second City, and he kind of saw a bit of a well-oiled working collection between me and Adam Colley, Rob Baker, and the three of us always worked really well together. So when we all retired from Second City, we all retired at the same time. Just happened to work out that way. We all did 4 shows together, just kind of worked out that way. So then Chris was like, it would kind of be a little bit of a shame to say, off you go into your own worlds.
Yeah.
So he said, come over and let's have coffee in the backyard and let's just talk about stuff. So we did, and we came up with this idea of Live from the Center. Brian Smith was brought on board, who's actually he's from Second City when it was in London, in Ontario,
Oh, wow.
the London stage.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so he's a friend of Chris's. So the 5 of us came together and created this world based on the Center for Social Innovation in Toronto. It's such a weird, fun, quirky, beautiful place, and we just really ran away with it. Because we wanted to make a TV show out of it. We made a podcast out of it. I'm never really convinced it's ever dead.
Yeah.
It just keeps cropping up.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
fun things I've done.
it's perfectly set up for another season of a podcast too.
Yeah.
This is true. Rob Baker and I actually ended up doing all the editing for that series. That's how I learned to like do sound editing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes these projects, I just am one of those people that jumps in and goes, I don't know how to do it. How hard could it be? It turns out it's hard, but but at the same time, we did it. So yeah,
There's something fun about learning it on the fly too, right?
Yeah. I was like, sometimes you come up with weird fixes and
Oh yeah.
yeah, I love all of them. I would work with any of them in a heartbeat. Anytime they ask, I would be there. For sure.
It was so amazing to like listen to, and then like I was around the booth when you guys were recording too, but like just this group of Second City legends, just all of you together, and you're just all so experienced and so good at what you do. So like this podcast, it was just incredible. Like, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. I will take that. I will take that. That'll warm me for a good 2-3 days now.
Yeah.
That's gonna really.
And to dive
is
into
true.
more of this spookier notes,
Mhm.
Dale, we need to know: do you believe in ghosts?
I do.
Really?
I do.
Have
I
you
do.
had a paranormal experience?
Yes, I have. I got haunted at the Ivy School of Business in London on the night that Obama got when they did the what's it called in the States where you become the president, not when you get voted in, the inauguration. There's
This is a wild story, and we don't even know what's happening.
because I got haunted so hard that I remember it so deeply. So my mother has a touch of the gift. She gets haunted all the time, but I don't, because I don't like it. And so I was at this school, this old like boarding school, and they've turned it into the Ivy School of Business, and there's an old half and a new half, and we got put in the old half. I was doing like a conference there. I was teaching people how to like talk to CEOs and stuff like that. So I was there with this really big company and this really big client, and I got put in the old building, and I was like, no, I want to be in the new building. I don't want to be in the haunted building. So then I got in the haunted building, and apparently the story is like of course, the same story ever. That's like this kid died in the swimming pool, and then they closed the swimming pool, and it was an indoor pool in the basement. And I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. And the kid's name is Sarah, and it's haunted. And I'm like, whatever. So then I watched the Obama inauguration in a coworker's room, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to bed. Good night. I go back, I take a shower, and then I swear I'm like taking a shower, and then someone was like, Mom. And I was like, what? And I like turned around because I was all like, oh, I'm spooked now because I'm in like a hotel room by myself. And then someone kind of said louder, like, Mom. And then I turned, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get haunted in this room for sure. Like, I'm haunted in this room now. And then I went to bed, and I didn't sleep all night because I was just like messed with all night. I was haunted all night. Just people, like, it felt just like presence and like stuff near me. And I was like, that's not good. So then the next morning I woke up and everybody's like, we're all great. Obama's president. We're all winning. Life's great. And I was like, I got haunted all night. Like, I didn't sleep at all. And that was it. That's my haunting story.
I mean, that's
Wow.
So when you were there and you were hearing this, were you said you did turn around, right? At one point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, at first, because I thought, oh, I'm about to be murdered. Like, it's like Psycho, right? I'm in my
Yeah, right,
shower. I'm like, Norman's coming to get me. Like, I'm in my shower. But then there was no one in my room.
Yeah, that would be the most concerning murderer, to be calling out Mom before they do it too, and be like, oh no, not this guy. Anyone but this one.
That's the last thing I want to hear before I get haunted and murdered. Damn it. I wasn't even a mom at that point. It's not even like I had some kind of like muscle memory. It was just, no.
They knew.
Yeah. Then I was like, get me out of this old area. I was like, put me in the new area, and they moved my stuff, and I got to go in the new area.
And
I
there were
didn't
no
tell them I
more-
was haunted. I just said I didn't like it because I didn't want them to think I was crazy.
And then there were no hauntings in the new area.
No hauntings in the new area. No.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Did anyone else like experience stuff in this old area? Was it very known to have stuff happen?
It's very known to have stuff happen. And I've been there many, many times, and people talk about it all the time. The people that work there talk about it all the time and how they don't like it over in this other area. I don't know. I was like, maybe I just dreamt it all, but I sure didn't sleep. So I think it's a well-known haunted place.
Right.
Yeah.
I also don't like the idea of a basement pool. When that was mentioned,
Yeah.
I was already unsettled. I'm like, I don't want it to be in the basement.
Didn't they have one at Casa Loma too? I remember doing the tour there, and there's like a basement room with like this dingy room that was like, this was the pool room.
Oh, they might.
It
I mean, it
feels
makes
like-
sense to put it on the basement because it's so heavy.
I get it, but it just feels not nice. It
Yeah,
feels
it's just
like
humidity.
gross.
It's just humidity and black mold for the rest of the
Yeah.
Yeah,
structure.
no
Oh.
windows either.
No,
I want to feel like I'm a little bit outside when I'm in the basement.
This guy has been
Or
spoiled
the
by
pool.
hotel pools with their skylighting and their fancy like blue walls.
Oh, I never told you about my Vancouver condo I had with a saltwater pool on the 5th floor, and it was surrounded by windows, Damien. You wouldn't believe it. But a basement pool.
Yeah, not feeling it. That just feels like a place where children go to die.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, no one's going to hear you. No one's going to go down there because it's a basement pool. You're going to be the only one that wants to go. The no windows thing really bothers me for a pool. I don't know.
I don't know. There's this spa in downtown Toronto that's like a basement pool, and it's quite nice because you're just kind of like, shh, this is all our tomb together. If something happens, we're crushed and drowned, but it's okay.
I guess that's true. I mean, I have had that thought when I've gone into like an underground parking garage. So I guess at least if we could go for a little swim while we're being crushed to death, it might be nice.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks like that because I'm like, okay, this structure, how quickly do I die in this structure? Because I'm so low in the parking garage.
Every once in a while, I'll have that thought where you just like look at the supports and like these could fail at any minute.
Yeah.
I-
Who says it's not just filled with like bodies people were trying to disappear and not cement, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
guys, thanks for having me on your podcast. I'm really freaking everybody out.
No problem.
I will say though, like if a parking structure is falling apart and you're going to get crushed by it. So there's a chance that the way the things land that you might just get like stuck for a little bit and someone might rescue you or whatever.
Mhm.
But if you're in a pool and you're going to get stuck, you're going to drown and get stuck.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe? You're in the pool.
Depends how you get crushed or whatever.
I think
Have
you
you-
down. I think you drown in the bottom structure anyways, because the rest of it catches on fire on top
true,
of you,
that's
and then they fill it with water and you drown.
Have you seen that
No.
video where it was like a pool and it was above a parking garage and then the bottom of the pool gave out and it just flooded the garage underneath? Like the whole bottom of the pool fell out.
No.
Like the ceiling
No.
collapsed and it crushed a bunch of cars. There was a shit ton of just water everywhere. It's crazy.
What video are you watching?
It's called the internet.
Why didn't you
should look it
share
up
this
sometime.
with me? We live together. We we
I
do
wanna
everything
see it.
together.
All
I
right,
want to
well.
see this weird thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see if I can find it. We'll put it on. We'll put it on the Instagram.
Keeping all these trendy stories to yourself.
Yeah, I am.
I told a trendy story right before we got in the air because I got a Google alert about a news story. And this is the best part about the podcast right now is that we're, for the first time ever, we're not backlogged. So we're releasing a couple days after we record this. So it'll still be a fresh story. But someone got kicked off a Delta airline
Mhm.
for getting caught breastfeeding their cat on the
Oh, what the hell?
plane.
Oh, no.
You're about to leave.
I was about to take my headset off. That's such a upsetting idea.
I know it's terrible.
But what the actually, like, what the actual? Oh man, that's a weird one.
Yeah, I don't know if you're.
Because it's also the logistics of it. I've breastfed a baby before, and now my brain's just trying to put the logistics of that together, and I don't like it. I don't
just
like the
feel-
idea of it.
I just feel really bad for the person who had to sit next to this person. Like, first of all, they're like, "Oh, they have a cat. Okay, this is weird," and then all of a sudden they just like start breastfeeding the cat when they're next to you. I feel like stewardess getting.
I don't know if I would tell. I feel like I wouldn't tell.
Yeah,
I feel like
I'd be
I'd-
very shocked. I think I'd be very like not sure what to do for a bit.
I picture
Yeah.
you're at the window seat and stuck there too. Like you're just sleeping for a
like-
second, then open your eye. What?
Like, wait, no, that can't be what's happening.
Yeah, it's like I
think
must have
that's
saw
what's
that
happening.
wrong.
No, that's what's happening. Yeah.
It's wild. It's
Well.
wild.
I think the worst part about it is like, I mean, the act of it's strange enough, but it's worse that they had the confidence to do it in public. Like that's
If you want to
even
do that in your
strange.
own home, I guess go for it.
Yeah, because
I'm-
I can't imagine it's illegal, right? Like, I can't imagine that's an illegal thing to do.
I don't know. I
No.
feel like there's some like weird gray area with this.
It
Maybe.
might be
Yeah.
now.
Well, that's true. That
Yeah.
They never thought they had to make a law for it.
Yeah, that's how laws are made.
It's like because everybody who's got like little babies who breastfeed know that like when you go on an airplane, you want to breastfeed the baby when you're taking off so that their ears don't pop.
Oh,
Maybe that's just this woman
interesting.
was like, I don't want my cat's ears to pop. I gotta
Right.
I gotta do this for her or him. It's terrible.
I think like because when you see like signs in places up on the wall, you're like, okay, this is here because someone did that. So I want to
Yeah.
know if they're gonna put up a no breastfeeding cats sign up in their plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just did a home COVID test thing, like a PCR test, and over the test so many times it says, don't drink this liquid. Like 3 times. And I was like, oh man, people are drinking this liquid. People
Yeah.
are drinking this like solution, whatever you put your nozzle scrape in. I'm like, oh man, really?
I guess this is an anti-COVID shooter, and then I do it.
Yeah.
And then I put the thing in. Well, how does that? I was like,
Mhm.
3 times on the paper. It was insane.
Well, on that note, we got a story to tell.
That's true.
Okay.
We all drew positions beforehand.
Mhm.
Damien, what did you draw?
I drew the celebrity.
Yeah. So I go to a random celebrity generator and it's going to give you 4 options.
Mhm.
And your options are Oscar Wilde,
Mhm.
which I don't think we've had before, actually.
I feel like we might have, but I don't know.
Stephanie Meyer,
Yeah, we've had that.
we've had.
This episode is brought to you by AT&T. AT&T is opening connected learning centers across the country, opening doors for students in need by giving them access to free high-speed internet, computers, and educational resources that can keep them learning. It's just part of our ongoing commitment to help more students stay connected. Because when students stay connected, they get closer to their dreams. To learn more, visit att.com/connectedlearning.
Yeah.
Leonardo da Vinci
Okay.
and Taylor Swift.
All right.
I think Oscar Wilde and Da Vinci are new ones.
I like Da Vinci.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's got that code.
Yeah, that's true. He's got that Da Vinci code. I really loved his books that he wrote.
So popular, Tom Hanks.
He wrote those, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Makes sense. Then Cody, that means you drew. What'd you draw?
I drew the swing, so no responsibility in the story. I can do whatever I want.
Lucky you.
And Dale, what did you draw?
I'm the narrator.
Ooh, the
Yeah.
narrator. So for that, we are going to go to canigeta.com to get a location, a relationship, or a word in order to get this story started. So which would you like?
Oh, I need a word for sure.
Word. Packing.
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 Okay,
Ooh.
great.
So the spooky packing. And you're also not stricken to the narrator position. You can be other characters within the story as well.
Feel free
Okay.
to do whatever you like.
Yeah, you can take
Okay.
on more responsibilities. Is what we're saying.
Let's see if I can keep my structure together. Let's do it.
You've listened to the show before, right?
Yeah, kinda.
Then don't worry about it.
Yeah. Spoiler alert: there's never structure.
Cool. All right.
I mean, if there's never structure, then that is in itself a structure.
Oh, that's true.
So
Anti-structure. I don't have to title this or anything. I can just like start right in, right?
yeah.
Okay. Ooh, my mic is making my face red. It feels appropriate. Okay. It was a dark Tuesday afternoon. The clouds were moving across the sky, the kind of clouds that people look up and they think to themselves, today should be the last day for me. It's just too sad. In outside of a major metropolis is a suburb that has multiple warehouses, the kind of warehouses that are so long you need Cushmans to drive in and out to get to one side to the other. So long, in fact, that there's signs inside of these warehouses that say it is a 17-minute walk to the bathroom. That's how big these warehouses are. And when you're inside of these warehouses, you can barely see the weather. And on a day like today, that's nice because it's so depressing outside. Inside this packing center, we see two robots going about their business, picking out each box and putting it into the little basket in front of them.
How is the weather?
If I knew, I would tell you. 4, 3, 2, 1.
3, 6, 7, 8. You are so funny.
Listen, this job is so demanding. I know I'm going to forget those numbers. Now I'm going to get back to packing these boxes.
Oh, 3, 6, 7, 8. You are truly a workhorse.
Well, listen, if we don't meet the quota, the big man upstairs is going to shut us down.
Well, I mean, we robots, we are here to make the quota. That's why we killed and murdered all of these people over here.
Yes. I don't know if we needed to, but it felt right.
He programmed us to fire them.
Right.
That's how you do it.
Yes, and
I
we fired
believe
them with fire.
Exactly.
That's how you do it.
Flamethrower.
Yes. As a robot, I can appreciate that.
Oh,
As a worker, I don't appreciate it as much, but that's okay.
even as you talk to me, 3, 6, 7, 8, you're still just packing. You're such a
Listen, I want to get it
keener.
done. I got to get it done. The boss upstairs, he said, if we can get this all done by the end of the week, we'll continue working the next week and do the same thing all over again. And that excites me.
If it excites you, I learn off of the things I see, and it's starting to excite me.
Oh, well, calm down there, soldier.
Oh.
Getting a little too excited for me.
Sorry.
Oh, boy, wait a minute. This package, it doesn't seem to have a proper tracking number. Could you
Throw it
take over
out.
this throw it out.
Oh, yes. That's what I do.
Throw it out.
I got a big bin over here of not proper tracking, not properly done anything. Some addresses just don't compute with me, and I throw them out.
Okay, well,
Sometimes if the writing's too small, I throw it out.
oh yes, no, for sure. That totally makes sense.
Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
if I don't like the look of the shape, I throw it out.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just toss this into your pile then.
Sometimes
And as the package is slowly tossed into the pile, we see the name on it, Susan B. Susanson. And we zoom out and find ourselves at Susan B. Susan's house with her sister, Janet B. Susan.
oh,
Hi. I have something I need to share with you.
oh, really? Please go ahead.
I'm a little embarrassed to admit I bought you something for the holidays coming up, but I got a notice today that it's not going to arrive on time.
Oh, but we need gifts for the holidays. I mean, I'll have nothing to open up. You're all I have.
Yes, I know, and that's what worries me so much. I'm fearful of your rages when the gifts don't arrive correctly, and I really fear that the package isn't coming.
Yeah, I
And
get
I
quite
called
mad.
I called the customer service, and they laughed and said maybe it was in the bin of odd-shaped packages.
But oh, that could be the package now.
Oh, perhaps it is. My gosh, I'll be so embarrassed if I had this conversation and I didn't need to.
It would have been completely unnecessary, and it's
Completely.
honestly starting to piss me off a little bit just thinking about that.
I understand a pre-rage. I understand. Yes, hello.
Hello, my name is Leo from next door, and I was wondering if I could borrow a cup of delicious drafting paper from you.
Oh,
You see,
yes,
I'm making some new plans for my latest invention, and I just plumb ran out of drafting paper. You wouldn't happen to have a cup of drafting paper, would you?
Wait, is that not my package? Is that not my present?
I'm afraid to say I'm afraid to say that the drafting paper hasn't shown up yet. I had specifically purchased extras, and I do apologize.
Oh my goodness.
It looks like I've disappointed two people today.
Listen, no, you haven't disappointed me. I don't blame you. I blame the big business that's been taking over the drafting paper industry.
You know, that's a very good point. I had gone to the drafting store, to get the more drafting paper for my
Yes.
sister who rages, and
Your
they had told
sister?
me, yes.
Should I kick the shit out of this guy?
Oh, you have a sister, huh?
Yes, did you think that we were the same person?
I thought that was just an echo.
Oh,
I
yes.
thought you lived alone.
No, yes. Well, I'm sorry to make you think that I lived alone. You must think I was quite mad with an echo talking to myself.
I just thought you didn't have any furniture and there was an echo in the house.
Yes, well, it's true that we have no furniture, but yes, no, my sister does live with me. We've lived here for 32 years together, only
2
alone.
years. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, well, listen, I really need that drafting paper, and I understand that the holiday season is an important time for people who don't live alone.
Here.
Sorry, Susan, is this person still at the door? Like they don't have my package? And I was also just thinking, why would you get me such an odd-shaped gift? Of course they're going to throw that out.
Well, I just assumed I paid the extra postage of the shape of it. You know what? Listen, I'm going to take this opportunity to do what my therapist helps me to do, which is take a problem and solve it. So, I do have a little bit of paper. Just give me a second. I have to go downstairs into the dungeon to get it. Just hold on 1 second.
For sure. I'll fire up my whirligig, and maybe we could take a flight over there to see what's going on with our packages while you take care of that.
But why would I go with you?
To figure out the package situation. Don't you want to know?
Well, I am a little bit curious, and I do want my gift, and I'm getting just more and more pissed off. And you'll be lucky if I don't bust you up around the way.
Bust me up.
Oh yeah,
Well, that's okay. I like that.
No.
I like
So
being
with that-
busted up.
So with that thought in mind, the sister of Susan, Karen, Janet, Karen, Janet, Karen, the sister of Susan, put on some more.
Karen's her middle name.
Karen put on some more appropriate clothing and hopped on the back of the flying machine and traveled with Leo.
Nice day we're having, huh? Little cloudy.
yes, I know. I'm trying to watch the clouds, but they're moving so fast that it's really depressing me.
That's true. Sometimes you stare out into the abyss and you think about the futility of all that we've done as a species. You think about how everything that we do every day is just a pointless, meandering waste of time. That every moment we stand here alive is just mocking our existence while God looks down from heaven and laughs at us.
I'm more simplistic than that. When I
Oh.
get sad, I get punchy.
Oh, I guess that's also a good way to deal with things. Oh, yeah. Oh.
And Karen, the sister, punched Leo clear out of the sky and back into her own living room. Oh, good. I'm glad you two have returned. I was standing here with my package and I wasn't quite sure what to do with it.
Well, I guess I'll have to get my other device of flight together since your sister here ruined my whirly gig.
Well,
Well-
don't drone on again, or I'll punch you out of that one too.
Well, sorry, I can't
Listen.
help it.
I have a package here. I don't want to alarm you, though. It is paper, but it's made out of many animals.
Animal
Oh.
paper.
I like
Yes.
that.
Oh, it's like
Um,
reverse origami.
Yes, yeah, they used to be wrapped in the shape of animals, and then I unwrapped the skins off of the animals, and I've stitched them together into a kind of paper for you. So I was initially going to give it to my sister for Christmas as a DIY, but she fell into quite a rage the other day when I showed her a DIY of upcycling a school desk, and I thought maybe that was a bad idea.
Well, Susan, I do get pissed off at DIYs. That is true.
Did
but
she punch you like she punched me?
Oh, yes, she's already got one kidney and she's after the other.
Susan, do you need to get out of here? I can help you escape.
Oh no, thank you. I know all of the symbols and signs of how to get out of here safely. I will let you know when I need to.
Okay, this just sounds like an abusive familial relationship.
Siblings, fight!
I'm not your sibling. Oh. Oh, you too.
Sorry, I can also get punchy. It's more of a reflex for me.
Okay.
Susan, that is exactly what I've always wanted to see from you. Doing stuff like that, like beating up this old man that really makes us mad.
I'm not just an old man.
And-
I'm an inventor.
Shut up.
Oh,
And this
God.
and this perfectly evil paper, skinning animals like this. This is all I ever wanted.
Oh, I am sorry. I've been doing it in secret. That's why I built the killing shed in the backyard.
I've got this cool leather jacket also made from animal paper.
It's probably pleather.
Oh, oh. I'm starting to enjoy this.
Oh no.
Yes, there's there's only really one thing in this world that will send me into a rage, and that's vegan leather, because it's just plastic. Call it what it is. Vegan leather.
Well, some of it is actually made from plants, but I'll leave it at
This
that.
guy's really asking for a punching.
I mean, a pineapple doesn't stay together that well as a jean jacket. I'm just saying. I think that's just about enough from you, Leo. I am going to take this paper back and give it to my sister, who I rightfully made it for in the first place.
Right. I guess I'll go home and get fucked, I guess.
Well, you know what? As a matter of fact, I saw you the other day standing in front of your mirror with your arms and legs spread wide open, naked, taking pictures of yourselves, calling yourselves the Vitruvian Man or one thing or another. Why don't you go back to where you came from?
It was for my work. It was important.
I also don't know why you're mad at us. You came over here to borrow something that you didn't even know if we had. We have no obligation to giving you anything.
I never said there was an obligation, but of course, everybody should have a little drafting paper on hand.
You don't.
I ran out. I'm so prolific.
Well, I'll tell you what. I have a solution, as my therapist says. I should have come up with solutions instead of just toiling away on my anger. So, here is my identification, and here is my packing number of the drafting paper I was going to purchase for my sister. If you feel so inclined, you can go and pick it up yourself, as I will have no need of it.
Right. I can go get the drafting paper and it'll be mine. All mine.
And with that, he just shot into the sky. He had
Da
He had-
Vinci, away.
whirligigs on his feet that no one was prepared to recognize or understand that they were there. He shot straight through the clouds into the grayness and quickly found himself lost in the grayness of the clouds.
I must go higher. I must go higher to escape the grayness. What is that? What's that sound? Who's there?
Excuse me, stewardess. I'm trying to breastfeed my cat right now, and there's just someone being really loud outside of the window of the plane.
Are you breastfeeding a cat?
Hey, don't judge me. You're in the clouds.
Shocked and stunned, Leo falls from the sky, and as he's falling from the sky, he worries to himself that the last thought before he dies will be of a woman breastfeeding a cat.
Oh no, the futility of man. To have the final image be a woman breastfeeding a cat.
And just at the nick of time, his whirligigs on his ankles start back up, and he finds himself standing at the entrance of the longest warehouse you had ever seen outside of a metropolis city.
Oh my goodness. What is this, an industrial park? Oh, well, I guess I'll just waltz right in. There's no one here. Hello?
Hello.
Oh.
You have reached the automated service of packing. If you have a package to pick up, simply say, pick up.
Pick up.
Ah, you have selected pick up.
Yeah.
Please remain here while a robot comes to assist you.
Robot? What is a robot? Is it like a whirligig?
Don't worry, 3678. I have this.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
You're busy packing. I don't
I'll
want to
keep
break.
packing.
I've literally haven't packed a single thing over here
I've
since we
noticed.
started.
I'm surprised you still have your robot job.
I'm just sitting on a trash can, just
If it was up
Knitting.
to me, I would throw you on the reject pile.
What?
What?
But we're best friends.
Yeah, well, I can. You know what? Sometimes you need a friend to tell you the hard truths.
But
The hard truth is that you're a lazy bum.
I'll make it up for you
Yes.
by going to the door.
Okay.
I hope that. Are you satisfied?
I am satisfied.
I just need.
Hey, pal,
Oh,
I love you.
that's all I needed. Thank
Okay.
you. I will go then.
All right. Lazy bum.
What?
What?
Mm,
And with that, the other robot went to the front door.
hello.
Oh, hello.
Picking up a package?
Yes, I'm here to pick up this package.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who are you?
But what do you need to know that for?
What do you mean? What do I need to know? I'm an old man. Old men love to ask people in service retail jobs what their name is, who they are, and everything about them. For some reason, we just need to know everything about a service worker. That's just what we do. What's your name? Who are you?
I mean, I'm 1248.
Oh, okay. Is that a fake name, or are you just trying to? It's fine.
I was given 4 numbers, and I only remember the ones that I
Wow.
named.
The one on your chest plate there says 4321.
Oh, yes.
I assume that's your chest plate. I don't know.
Oh my God, is this going to take forever? I've been sitting here for like 3 to 4 minutes.
Oh,
Listen, ma'am, I'll get to your package next, but he's currently poking my chest, and I want to see how this plays out.
Well, listen to me. If I know anything about old men, is that this is going to go on a while. And if he's got the
true.
dementias, it's going to go on over and over again. And I ain't got the time. I got my Prius outside. Let's go.
Well, I'll pick up both packages at the same time.
all right. Here's the number.
Okay. And what's your number, ma'am?
Oh, I don't have a number. It's an alternator.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pick it. I'll get it. I'll get both for you. Okay.
Oh my God. Can you believe these people? Like, honestly.
Yeah, it's so true.
Like,
know
I
that-
feel traumatized when I come in here. Every time I come in here, I have to like fortify myself. I go to Starbucks and I buy myself like a big creme brulee latte. And I think to
Oh.
myself, better get ready because I'm going to be here like a while.
Yeah, I flew my whirligig boots here, and I almost got knocked out of the sky and died because I saw a lady on a plane breastfeeding a cat. So I know exactly what you mean.
No shit.
Yes.
Wow. You know,
Yeah.
it's so interesting. Like, I've been on all these like apps and stuff, and I've been like swiping and stuff. And I gotta say, in one sentence, you are far more interesting than any person I have ever met.
Yes, I was swiping through my drafting paper book full of designs that I invented, and I came
Mhm.
across one, and it was a beautiful picture of a lovely bridge.
Oh, wow. I invented something once.
Oh, yes.
I made a small square with a piece of paper, and I farted in it and left it for my roommate.
Oh my God. It's brilliant.
Yeah, you know, she was super surprised when she found it.
A
And
fart
then,
bomb
get
made of
this.
paper?
Yeah, and then our air filter freaked out.
Oh my goodness. I must learn more from you and your wise ways.
I mean, I feel like I could learn from you too. Like, I
Yes.
feel like I could learn a few things. I like that cat business you were talking about. It's kind of
Well,
cool.
that wasn't me, but I guess we could go up to the plane again.
Well, it just seemed like it stuck with you is all, and it's like the world is full of possibilities. You know what I mean?
I guess that's true. Do you want to go to the Humane Society or something?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, great.
Good.
Let's see if he can find my alternator though, because if he
Oh,
doesn't, I
yes,
can't
yes.
get anywhere.
Well,
Right.
here it is, a big dumpster filled with stuff.
What?
Well, yeah, basically, if it didn't come to your house, then I put it in this dumpster at some point.
Oh.
Okay.
And you just
Okay.
dig and you find it.
Oh,
And if you want,
okay.
you can take some of the other ones too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that see, you were ahead of me on that one because I was like, maybe I get something better than an alternator.
Yeah,
Right?
you can take whatever you want, really.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe do like it, just take one and think it's the best one. Maybe if you like the shape, then maybe it's a better product, and but you only get one.
4, 3, 2, 1. What
Oh.
are you doing up here?
But
You were supposed to fulfill the orders and you just brought that bin?
yes, I am clearing out the warehouse. It's
Oh, my
called
goodness.
cleaning.
Oh my goodness. Listen, I thought that you could be okay and I thought that you would get it together, but all you're doing is just trying to unload this stuff. You're trying to unload your work on the customers.
I was programmed this way.
Oh my goodness. Who would do such a thing? Who would program you this way?
I would like to know the same thing. I would like to be a good worker like 3678. But this is what I do. I throw things in the
Wow.
bin and I just give it away.
Well, I mean, I could try to reprogram you. I am a bit of an inventor, in case you haven't noticed. Do you
Yeah, and
like-
if you have any bits of paper, I could make you some boxes.
That's true. That's true.
Hmm.
Can robots fart?
I haven't done it yet, but I don't want to discount it.
At the very
Well, I
least,
don't
can,
think that's fair. Every sentient being knows how to fart. Even,
you- Can you smell a fart? Come here. Come here.
No, no, please. I don't want to risk it.
Oh,
Open
I
your-
feel like we should find out. Just
Wait,
take
why-
a good sniff. Let's just see.
Why are you both crowding me?
Here we go.
Well, now,
Ugh.
there you go.
Can you smell it? Can
Yes.
you smell it?
Yes.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
Is
I
it
can-
sweet and sour?
I'd rather not describe it, sir.
Well,
They smell
that
like-
settles it then. It's not fair if you can smell a fart and not make one. I will find it. I will treat this as my personal mission.
That's right. Wait a minute. I have a brilliant idea. If you make your fart bombs and then we fill them up with farts, we can install them into the butts of these robots and then they can fart with your fart bomb.
Is that
I'm
what
on
you
it.
want? Is that what you want, sir? Will that make me a better employee for you?
I think so. I think every employee should be able to fart.
I guess if my boss signs off on it, then
Well, I do.
Well, hang on a second. Let's just ask him. I'm going to
Okay.
press this intercom. And with that, she pressed the intercom and went through a series of prompts, getting to the boss. We find the boss sitting at his table in that way where they put their hands behind their head and interlock their fingers, and they put their other two legs and they cross them over and they put them on the desk like all like, I'm so cool, like in that kind of way. That's how we find our boss.
yes, you're ringing me up.
Yeah. So listen, I had a question for you anyways. These robots down here, they're going to unionize if you don't let them fart. So-
union.
Yeah. So we are going to help them help you, and we're going to
Oh.
provide them with farts, and then maybe they won't unionize.
Yes, we're going to install fart devices in their rear ends.
And this will make it so they don't unionize.
Yes, you can't unionize if you're farting.
Yeah, I'm only speaking big boss language. Isn't that what you guys always talk about?
Robots, if you choose to unionize, you can still unionize even if you fart. That's something that they don't want to know. Wait a minute. Was I whispering into the microphone?
Yes, you were just giving me that information.
Oh, damn
That's
it.
Very interesting.
I don't have my spectacular devices so I can see properly.
Spectacular devices.
Yes, that's what I call them.
Mm.
They adjust my vision.
Listen, I don't want you messing around with my robots, installing farts in them, telling them things like union and all of this
No.
hocus pocus.
Wait a minute. Do you want me to install a fart module in U2?
I fart plenty, trust
No,
me.
the band U2.
Oh, you too.
Yeah,
Are they robots?
maybe.
Uh,
Have you heard the Edge is playing? It sounds like a robot.
okay.
It's super consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. I mean, that has no business to me. If you want to find you two anywhere,
Okay, that's for another time then, I guess.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's-
mean to bring it up.
yeah. So the only thing I'd be interested in is a big autograph.
A big autograph.
Oh, a big autograph as opposed to a small one from the Edge?
Yes, yes. Or
Well-
big writing on a small paper.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm a big time inventor.
Okay.
And I'm a woman with a Prius.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Who
impressive.
invented-
Yes,
who
both
invented the
equally
fart bomb?
impressive.
Who invented the fart bomb that we were going to install in your robot?
You invented the fart bomb?
No, I invented the means to put it in the robot.
Oh my god, I invented the fart bomb. I made a small box with paper and I farted it in it. I farted in it.
So you're both an inventor and you own a Prius, and you're
Yes.
just an inventor without a Prius.
I have whirligig shoes.
I think one of you isn't necessary.
They
Then.
call me Air Leo.
Is this going to cost me money or?
Oh.
Only a roll of drafting paper.
And $500,000.
Oh, and $500,000.
Then I'm afraid I'm not interested at
Okay.
all. It does not seem necessary.
Okay, $495,000.
Yeah, you have to ask what you're worth.
499,000 and a roll of drafting paper.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, couldn't you just buy drafting paper with the money I'm giving you?
Yes, but
Oh
I
my
came
gosh, now
here
we're
for
getting
that
caught up in the
first. This is
details.
getting ridiculous. Come
Honestly,
on,
if you're going to get caught up in the details like this, it's like,
People see how big and long this packing plant is, and they just assume that my money is endless like the plant itself.
Right.
But it's not.
Well,
I don't have a big budget like you might think. I only
You know
can
what?
afford 2 robots. That's all that work here. One of them's good. I couldn't even afford to make one of them good at packing. And
I
you
can't
want me to-
even think of anything more exhausting than listening to a rich person complain about how little money they have.
you got
Okay.
that right. Listen, we already installed the fart boxes in your robots. I'm taking the drafting paper, and you can e-transfer me the money.
I
Yeah,
want
and if you are wondering where we're going to the Humane Society.
That's
so
right.
there,
So we can
we're on
learn
a
to breastfeed
date.
cats.
I can't even stand to hear 2 poor people talking about the Humane Society. How about that? A little bit back at you.
Check your emails right now on your phone.
Okay.
What does it say? Invoice $500,000. I charge you the original price.
But
By opening that email, you agreed to the contract. You have to send it. That's the law.
Yeah.
But I'm Da Vinci.
Shop, don't adopt.
That's right.
But I planned on taking my family to Barbados for the holidays.
Oh, you know what?
Listen,
I could,
listen.
I could barely
I'll-
go to Loblaws for the holidays. Okay, like this is.
I'll let you borrow one of my whirligigs, and you can all go to Barbados. Are you happy now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And then one will handle my whole family.
Yes, it'll handle your whole family. Now we're gonna go to the Humane Society, and your robots are finally gonna fart.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I suppose, yes. If I'll just let you do it. If you think that this is necessary, I'll let you do it.
Oh, I already did it.
They're already installed.
They're
You're...
installed. It's done.
Wait, did you take my speaker all the way to the Humane Society? Have you been driving this whole time?
Yes.
Yes, we've already done the adoption process. It's already like totally through.
It's called wireless communication.
It was drilled into the wall. You just took it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Well, I put it back at least.
Well,
we'll be
if
back
you-
in a few hours.
That's right.
Well, do your business. I am going to nap.
All right. We'll see you later, CEO.
And then we find ourselves with Leo and the woman with the Prius and a good handful of cats in her car as they pull up to Leo's house, and they're sitting in the driveway. And Leo turns to the woman with the Prius, and the woman with the Prius turns to Leo, and she says, "I'm so happy you're introducing me to your house."
Yes, this is my house, Austin. He's a lovely man of a house.
He's quite a
Yes.
presence. Old world strength.
Yes, he has that strength that I lack. He is my rock of a house, if that makes sense.
Well, listen, what do you say we get inside this house? You know, I got a handful of cats.
Well, you had me at handful of cats.
Will I just be waiting in the car the whole time?
Oh, I'm sorry, Fart Butt 5000. We forgot about you.
Yeah, I've been farting back here the whole time to try to get your attention.
Yes, well, with all the
Yeah.
cats, it kind of got lost.
I
You
wasn't
know.
sure whose farts it was. I'm really sorry.
Listen, I'm just gonna put you on the road, and then you just drive that way, and you'll get back to the plant.
Oh, I can take the Prius.
Oh yeah, by all means, go ahead.
Where we're going, we don't need Prius.
Well, all right then. I guess I'll drive away.
All right, bye-bye.
Have fun in this. Nice meeting you.
Let's start feeding these cats, if you know what I mean.
Great, let's get inside. And as they walked closer to the door, they noticed that it was difficult to get to the house. Almost as if the house had been covered in a very thin film-like stitched together material that spread all the way from one side of the house all the way over to the other with no entrance and exit.
What the heck is going on here?
Susan, I'm almost done. Do you got the other side?
Yes, darling, I'm just stapling it down now. It's like a good upholstery set.
What the heck is this?
This is what I call the best holidays ever.
What did you do to Austin? Oh, good.
Listen, we decided that Austin had looked terrible for long enough. And since my sister and I realized that you can really pull an animal skin quite taut, we decided to wrap the entire house in it.
Oh. Well, thank you, but how do I get in?
That's not our concern.
No, that's not.
We just want to know that you're grateful.
Well, I'm not, because I can't get in my house. Oh, okay. All right.
You have to be appreciative. It's the holidays.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
know.
when someone gives you a gift, even if you don't like the gift, you need to show that you appreciate the gift, that people thought about you.
Oh, well, thank you for thinking about me, I guess.
Oh, you're very welcome. That'll be $450,000 worth of
What?
animal skins.
That's not a gift.
Huh?
How much?
$450,000. We've taken off our own labor charges. It's
All
just
right,
the
well,
amount.
1 second.
of
Let me
the
check.
skins.
Let me check my e-transfers. Make sure something went through. Okay. Oh, it came through. Okay.
Keep in mind they're custom.
Yes, of course. Well, okay. I'll send you the money. Okay. Oh, it's going through right now. Okay. Great.
Okay. Oh, hang on. You put a password on it.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, the password is I am a genius.
Capital I.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh, and that's it. That's the whole statement.
I am a genius.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any spaces?
No spaces.
I am a genius. Okay, it's
Did it
not
go-
that, and I only get 2 more chances.
Oh,
So,
jeez. Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Genius is G.
Yeah.
Capital I am.
Mhm. Yeah. I
A-
am
and
a
genius.
And
I am an genius.
a genius. Oh,
Oh.
with an exclamation mark at the end.
I see.
Yes.
Yes, there you go. It's
There we
worked.
go. Okay, great. All right. Well, you got your money. I got my animal skin house.
Excuse me.
Oh God. Now what?
You made me come all the way off of my desk to get here because I can't stop my robot from farting all around the factory. It smells like a Shriner's breakfast in there.
So it worked.
But
What?
even though he's not at his desk, he's still sitting in a V-like way with his bum on the ground and his feet are in the air and his little feet are sticking up.
Did you
and his
ride a
hand is behind his
skateboard
head.
here?
Yes, I have to make sure I'm always sitting. I'm gonna need my money back.
Oh, well, here's the thing. No refunds, and I don't have your money.
No
Yeah,
refund.
easy come, easy go,
Yeah, so why don't you easy go fuck yourself?
Why don't I easily rip these expensive animal skins off your house?
Oh, I dare you. I dare you.
Mm.
You can have them.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'll sell them. You idiot.
Great. Bye, Mr. CEO. Enjoy your fart factory. Well, now that we can get in the house, what do you say we go breastfeed those cats?
I can't think of a better idea.
All right. Can't wait.
Spooked. That was a scary story.
Wow. Industry.
Who knew farts could be so scary? Robot
Yeah.
farts.
Well,
Yeah.
I knew.
It all wrapped up in an exchanging of money, you know?
That's true. Well, to be fair, Da Vinci still had about $45,000. So
Pretty good. He came out on top.
No, he had a full 50 because you charged him the full 500.
Oh, that's
He had-
true. He did. Yeah, he did have the full
Yeah.
50.
I just like
how
how Da Vinci had an English accent. I was really into that. I was pretty sure he's Italian, isn't he?
Yeah, but we didn't want to go there, so
No, that's fair. Okay.
just keep him an old guy. That's enough. That's all you need.
He was never young, anyways.
No, he
No.
was always old. He was born an old
Always.
man.
Yep, always old. Woo! What a scary story. If you didn't believe in ghosts, I'm sure you do now.
That's exactly like how it was at the Ivy School of Business for me.
Was it?
Just like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just always smelled of farts. Guy claiming to be Da Vinci running around.
Yeah.
Animal skins, of course.
100%.
True, true.
Well, on that note, let's do some plugs. Dale, where can everyone follow you?
Oh, you know what? I don't really have any. Oh, no, I do. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have a film coming out in the new year. It's called Six Guns for Hire, and it's part of a trilogy, like a Western sci-fi trilogy, written and directed by Matt Campagna, and yeah, that's happening next year.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Amazing. We'll be
It's so cool. I got
That's
to like fight and like fight like weird animal robot hybrids and stuff. It was really cool. Yeah.
We'll be tweeting that out at Spook
Yeah.
Podcast, as well as go to the sonarnetwork.com, see a full profile on Dale with direct links to the social medias, as well as you can check out Live from the Center on there as well. And we also have shirts on the Sonar Network website for if you believe in ghosts or if you don't believe in ghosts. We got one for each. So really stick it to Damien as a non-believer and buy that I Believe in Ghost shirt. And
Don't you dare. Don't you do it.
no, we need
Don't you do it.
we need them to do it.
You buy the other one.
Oh, okay.
Or buy the pair. That's, you know what? Buy the pair.
Buy the pair.
Keep it neutral. Keep it fair. Alternate the days you wear them. You know, you want to have equal representation. That's all I'm going to say. So buy them both.
That's true. And spooked.
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 Spooked. This podcast has been brought to you by the Sonar Network.